Hi, it's Reed, and welcome to Atlantis Fitness and Pilates, where I post free workout videos every week. As always, timestamps will be in the description below because I know how valuable your time is and you already know why you're here. Now let's get started. So in the last video, we did our level 1 leg work. Today, we're gonna be focused on our abs. So I want you to first set one red spring on, and then we're gonna come to kneeling position on the carriage facing the top of the reformer. So knees right behind those shoulder blocks, and we're gonna bring your hands out onto the frame. I want you to come into a rough tabletop position with your knees directly below your hips. Your hands can start under your shoulders, but you can always move your hands a little forward of the shoulders to make this harder. We want to exhale and again brace our core like we were practicing last week. And then for this first move, we're going to be pulling from our shoulders and then slowly release back. So again, big exhale, brace those abs as you pull forward, and inhale and release. And again, notice as I pull forward, my knees are under my hips. I'm not tucking my knees under me. Now, if this feels a little easy, again, you could move your hands further forward. You can also add a little crunch. So as you pull forward, tuck your chin towards your chest, look back to your knees, and then release back to flat back. Let's do 3 more here. Last one. And release. Good. Sit back for a moment. Give the hands a little shake out. This is always going to be a wrist relief position for this. So backs of the hands together and then press the elbows down towards the floor, stretching out the backs of those wrists. All right, so that was our 4-point movement from our shoulders. Next, we're going to go into a 4-point movement, this time moving from our hips. We do want our hands directly under our shoulders. So when you're ready, hands right under those shoulders. This time the floor is going to stay absolutely still underneath us as we tuck our knees in, tailbone kind of coming back towards your heels, and then release back to that flat back. And here, instead of bracing our abs, I want you to think about scooping the belly button in and up, hollowing out that belly. Nice and slow here. Let's do one more. And release. Good. Again, sit back for a moment, give those hands a quick little shake out, maybe the head and shoulders a little roll. All right, so we just did 4-point movement at our shoulders. Now we're going to, and then 4-point movement at our hips. Now we're going to do 3-point movement from our shoulders. So from here, I'm going to start on my left side. I'm going to bring my left hand out as I normally would in my 4-point position, and I'm going to bring my right hand out a little bit further. Again, I want to keep my hips right over my knees. I'm going to pull from my upper body. So on your exhale, you're going to pull. Think about trying to tap that left shoulder over onto that left hip. Look back to your foot bar and then release. So big exhale, pull forward, look to that foot bar and release. And you can kind of think of this as if you were standing and you're doing a little side bend. Again, bringing that shoulder towards the hips. Same thing. We're just in this kneeling position here. If you need to, you could always drop down and spring to a blue. 2 more. Last one. And release. Good. Again, sit back, give those hands a little shake out, go into your wrist relief position. All right, so what we do to one side, we've got to do to the other. So we're going to do the same thing, this time hands on the right side of the frame. So when you're ready, back into that kneeling position, right hand below the right shoulder, left hand's going to come out a little bit further on the frame. When you're ready, big exhale, pull forward. Again, look around your hip to the foot bar, and then release, look back down to your hands. Two more. Last one. And release. Good. Again, sit back down, give those hands a little shake out. And that is it for today's video. I know this is a little bit of a short video, but in my level 1 class for beginners, I typically only like to do 1 round of all those. So again, our first movement, we're moving from our shoulders, pulling using our arms and shoulders. The second movement, you're tucking the knees up underneath you. And the third movement, we're kind of doing like a little side bend, bending our shoulder towards our hip. We're doing that on each side. But that'll be it for today. Again, be sure to check out last week's video where we did our beginner leg work, and then tune in next week for our back work video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.